perfect day is to wake up in the morning, take one of my kids to school, go to the airport, which is 8 minutes from my house, fly somewhere within, 4, 5, 6 states of where I am, and visit a plant, visit a customer, or hop back in the plane, come back and be eating dinner with my family at 5:30 at night. And it has combined my support for my family, economic development for my business, and my personal passion and love of flying. And that is just the perfect day, and that is a great payoff. Not a bad commute.
Based in San Marcos, California, Teamwork Athletic Apparel designs, manufactures, and distributes uniforms for sports teams from t-ball to semi-pro, football to soccer, volleyball to hockey. Founded in 1987, Teamwork has offices in California and Mexico, sources manufacturing from North America, Central America, and Asia, and holds patents on technology, allowing them to design and produce highly customized uniforms in only a few hours. Led by entrepreneur Matt Lair, Teamwork Athletic now employs more than 400 people and has grown more than 50x without raising any outside capital.
The early years of the business, the grind was just about being tactical. It was about, loading up suitcases on airplanes and going to trade shows and dragging everything with you because you couldn't afford to actually ship something there. And debating forever whether it made sense to buy a $200 piece of software because it was a significant purchase for the company. And that's what the early days, you just had to work hard, you just had to get it done. You can see we're 20 feet off the ground. Look up and down a row, and you can see row after row after row after row. It takes an awful lot for this business to work. Part of the grind is that, the business is always on your mind, and it's very hard to put down. And so I think about the business when I wake up in the morning. You think about it when you're actually there. And sometimes my best strategic thinking about the business is at 2 a.m. when I'm dreaming. I just kind of go to sleep with some concept in my mind, and my mind works out the ideas and the solutions creatively in the middle of the night. And I'll wake up and I'll shoot myself an email or jot it down on paper. And there's a physical nature to it, and then there's a mental nature to it. And the mental nature is a pretty long day. I was on one flight, I moved to an earlier flight, they canceled that flight, moved back in the original flight, that flight got delayed, put me on an earlier flight, that flight got delayed, and then they put me on the... You spend, 8, 10, 12 hours just out on the road. You go visit somebody for half an hour, 45 minutes, you drive another hour, you visit someone else, you drive 10 minutes, you visit someone else, then you try and scramble and stop at Subway and find lunch somewhere, chow it down, we got 10 more minute driving going somewhere else. And then by the time you're done, hopefully you remember who you talked to and put all the notes together. And occasionally someone uses the occasion of your visit to vent with you on something that didn't go right for them, and that's that's okay too. We have a gazillion dealers kind of like you, and everyone says, look, it's people are going to the internet first.
That's out of your control and out of my control.
It is. It's just that's where it's going. I wouldn't be surprised if 10 years from now, half of these businesses are gone, which is, what I have to factor into my business from a strategic planning standpoint. Bringing your brains up into the future. We're a very operational company. We have been in the past, and we spend a lot of time thinking about what's going on now, what's going on last year. We don't spend a lot of time thinking about the future. Is anybody happy with the results we're getting recently? All right, so you get exactly the results you're designed for. We got to design ourselves for some different results. Look around the room. We have passionate, talented people, and we're going out there and we're working as a team. We're trying to get something really significant and really hard done. We may take 7 steps forward and 3 steps back, but at the end, you've moved further down. And we used to be a product-based business. We had it, we shipped it, we put the catalogs out there. That was what added value. That's not where we're going to add value in the future. That ship has sailed. In the early days, the hustle was really just about getting accounts. It was, why, if I'm in Florida, do I want to do business with a company out in California? And that was asking people to give us a shot and give us a chance. I did a lot of work with freight carriers, UPS and FedEx, to create fast shipping methods and inexpensive shipping methods across the country. And that was pretty much the changing point. When I was able to ship 2-day packages from California anywhere in the country at a reasonable rate, people started
trying us out. Anybody think the American economy is doing phenomenally well?
It used to be we'd come up with something innovative and we had 5 years before anything gets copied. Now it's at the point where our best-selling product is on the cover of everyone else's catalog, the next catalog that comes out. And so you have 6 months, 9 months worth of competitive advantage on anything you do. And now I have 5, 6 really well-backed, strong companies that do everything we do, and some of them even do some of the things better. And so getting a new customer is hard.
45 trillion. 45 trillion sensors. But this technology is out there. And it's not like you have to go pay millions of dollars and invent or in R&D and create this kind of stuff. You just have to put pieces together.
Where I'm trying to take the business now is take a very analog, old school business and bring it up, not only just to the modern age, but bring it 10 years ahead of the market. And so the hustle right now is getting the team internally to think digitally, to really think in the way of modern tools and to be out there in the forefront, and then to create markets. We have to be innovative, and you've got to go out and add value in ways that people didn't really believe that they needed a product or needed a service or solve a problem that's never been solved before.
Do you guys realize how amazing it is to have a cost of a clamshell printed, fully sublimated seam-to-seam t-shirt that's going to cost us around $5? I don't know how much you guys realize how revolutionary that is right now with our ability to digitally feed that information to the system. That is crazy marketplace disruption material. If we cut our stock business down $25 million and had $8 million more worth of digital business, we would actually have more profit at the end of the year.
That's true.
It's true. Stagnation is living in the past. Innovation is daring to dream a new future. Shall we follow the tide or make new waves as we venture into a new frontier, which is our theme for next year, a new frontier. We have an unofficial employee loan process which everybody knows about, which is if you find yourself in a financial crisis, you can come to the HR department, which we call People Operations. And it gives me insight into people's life outside of work and allows me to take all the things that I've been blessed to learn over and to really pass that along.
And what fills my cup in a lot of ways is when you have a community and you have some resources and you can, even in small ways, invest your time and invest those resources in people and then see that it has really made a difference in someone's life. You know, you could sell the business for $1 billion, but when you have the ability to touch someone's life like that, that's a pretty cool thing.
Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Perfect.
thanks.
Thank you.
I come up with a lot of ideas. I don't know what my ratio is. I come with 100 ideas and maybe one of them is a really great idea. And what I love about being an entrepreneur is that that isn't just an idea that goes off into the ether. That's an idea that I can actually bring to life if I want to. And I know how to do that. I know how to put a team together. I know how to raise money if I need to. I know how to market if I need to. And if I believe passionately in something, I believe strongly in something, I think something will change the world, guess what? I now have the ability to go make it happen. And that is what I love about being an entrepreneur.
Somebody told me to hire great 15 years ago, and probably before that I was hiring the cheapest person I could find, because that's how I thought you want to run a business. And when I realized the difference between hiring great and just trying to balance a budget, my business changed. I think that was single-handedly the best piece of advice I was given.